Hi, I'm Shelly Johnson from YourEpicLife.com, and thank you for watching. My family and I are getting ready to embark on what should we call it? An epic healthy week. We're giving up a lot for 7 days, starting tomorrow on June 4th. We are giving up television, we are giving up movies, we are giving up video games, we are giving up social networking. The only time that I will use a cell phone is for client coaching and consulting calls that I have scheduled during the weekdays, and I will use my cell phone to check email once or twice a day during the weekday. Jerry will use his phone only for family emergency, and no cell phones at all for any reason during the weekend. Are you still with me? This is a lot of things we're giving up here. No cars. Except to drive to the trailhead and except for one short work trip that I have to Du Bois, Wyoming, we will not be using cars to get to and from places. The only other minor exception to that is our 13-year-old son is working as a camp counselor, and it's possible we may need to drive him 9 miles to his job. Otherwise, we're walking everywhere, walking or biking everywhere. And let's see, what's the last one? Finally, we are only going to eat real food. So no processed food except for energy bars that are gluten-free. And we will be walking to the grocery store to get our meals. We'll be shopping around the perimeter of the store where the real food is. We may go to a local restaurant, and if we do, we will walk there. It's going to be hard. I support this idea because it is my idea, but it's going to be hard. I like to use social networking. I like to see what my friends and colleagues are up to, and I like to share photos and things like that, and there won't be any of that for 7 days. And it'll be a little hard to give up Netflix. I like to watch some good Netflix TV with my husband and with our family. The other thing I want to say is I know how lucky I am to have a family that would buy into this. So I am grateful to Jerry and the boys for, getting on board for me, for us, for this week. So here's a little bit from each of them about what they think about this week, and thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Wolf, and I'm the oldest son. What I'm kind of, not looking forward to as much this next week is I just got my learner's permit for driving, and I'm kind of bummed out I won't be able to drive, so that's a bummer. And then also just communicating with my friends. I won't be able to do that at all through my cell phone. I'm on Snapchat and Instagram or Facebook, so I can't do that. And then I also just kind of have to go with some of my mom's crazy eating habits. So that'll be interesting. I'm also really interested to see if we'll get any of this extra energy my mom says we'll get from eating healthy, so I hope that works. And I also just want to see how it'll improve us too as human beings, so yeah, it's going to be a very interesting week.
Hi, I'm Hayden Johnson, and I think what's going to be the hardest is probably not texting my friends or checking Instagram and not eating all the junk food that we usually do on the weekends, because we eat healthy the rest of the week, but now we have to do that for a whole weekend too, so that's going to be really hard. Wish me luck.
Hi, I'm Finn. And I'm really excited because I'm going to be able to bike everywhere. I want to start eating vegetables, but not all the vegetables, just only corn, because that's the best vegetable. But the thing I don't like about it is that I'm going to have to eat broccoli and other gross stuff like that. And I'm also going to miss watching some TV and playing Guitar Hero. That's going to be very hard. Yeah, but it's also going to be not hard. But I think we're going to go to parks and other places and also play board games more. I think the hardest part is not going to have soda pop on the weekend or frozen pizzas. Wish me luck, I guess.
Hi, I'm Jerry, and I am pretty excited about this week that we're embarking upon. So it's going to be difficult and hard, but we're going to benefit tremendously from this. One thing that's going to be difficult for me is I get up every morning and watch TV and the news is about the only thing I check out. And then in the evening, sometimes on the weekends, I just take a break and check up on sports, but just relax with the show in the evening. So I think those are going to be some points that I'll have some difficulty with. I look forward to the quality time that it's going to allow us to discover time that we may have been missing. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I agree with it. I think my boys are going to benefit from it, and so am I. And so is my wife, especially, since she's challenging us with this. And I'm all for it. And